Hey everybody, thank you all for watching this as always. I just wanted to take a minute to say, going forward, I'm not going to be uploading every week like I was before this. I understand that it may hurt views and subscribers, but I'm going to go back to uploading whenever I feel like it. I like making the videos showing the diagnosis. In terms of replacing components, a lot of the work that I'm doing has already had a video made about it by a channel that's much larger than I am, and one that I'll even use for reference. I'll start linking the videos down in the description for the actual repairs for the people that are interested, but I may not show absolutely every nut and bolt like I have been doing. Now on the Aston Martin, I'm waiting, rather than doing it in sections like I kind of did with the DeLorean, I'm wanting to get everything done and then do one big video about it, which means that it takes a little bit of time. So on these bigger projects, I'll try to do one video. On these smaller projects, I may do some diagnostic videos. And if there's not a video showing the repair, I may make a video about the individual repairs. But for the most part, I'm doing a lot of mobile service, and that's taking up a lot of my time, especially in these cold temperatures. I don't want to be filming everything that I do. And mobile business is taking over a bigger part of my job, so there will still be jobs done here in the shop. But as demand increases for my mobile work, that's what I'll be doing more and more of. So I'll keep you all updated as I go. We're going to be traveling a bit more this year as well, so there will be some travel videos coming up. But in the meantime, we're going to take a look at a Chevy pickup truck, and we're also going to take a look at this Ford Explorer that's parked behind me. What's going on, everybody? Today we are back and we're taking a look at another diagnostic scan tool. I decided to go ahead and review this one for a couple of reasons. First of all, this one is wireless, so the OBD2 connector is separately charged. It can be connected via USB-C cable. This one is slightly larger than the one that I previously took a look at, but there's something special here. And if you take a look there, you can see that this one's powered by Autel. So on this particular device, we are running the Autel software, even though this is the Autofix diagnostic scan tool. So let's go ahead and get it open. We have a nice carrying case here, and taking a look inside, right off the bat, it looks like we've got a charging cable and a USB block with multiple ports. In here, we've got our charging block. And of course we have our OBD2 diagnostic port. As I said, this one is wireless. It's even got a little flashlight on here, so you can see down in here, LED in here to help you find the diagnostic port. And you can also charge it via USB-C and update it via that port on the bottom. And we have our diagnostic scan unit itself. Tablet, 7-inch tablet. There we go. Open up this flap up top. We've got a couple of USB-C ports. This one is for charging. This is for updating the diagnostic port. And then we have an SD card slot for expanded storage. Now under our diagnostic unit, we have a packing list. Got everything that it came with. And we also have a quick reference guide for anybody who needs a little bit of help getting it operated, getting it set up. Autofix Autel system. And you can see here, we've got access to all of our systems. Now I've already gone ahead and connected mine to Wi-Fi, so you can see there's a few updates that need to be done on it. Very nice. You can definitely tell this is the Autel software. All of our tabs for all of our different makes. So we're going to get some of these updates done, and then we're going to take this out into the shop and try it out on a pickup truck that's come in. So now I've got my device registered and we're going through and doing our updates. One thing I wanted to show is that it does come with 2 years of software updates. After that, it's $120 a year to renew it. Some of you may have seen this truck in the background in some of my previous videos. I've done quite a bit of work for this owner, and we've done everything from repairing some rodent damage at the fuel injector wiring harness. We've done a water pump on it. We've done a couple of oil changes. So they were complaining that they've got a StabiliTrak and a traction control light on yesterday. So let's go ahead and scan it with the Autofix scan tool, and let's take a look and see what kind of codes it may be giving us. These are handy dandy little light. So as soon as we plug in our VCI connector, it automatically scans the vehicle. We've got our VIN number, and it is a Chevy pickup. That's very nice. I haven't seen that before. Make sure our VIN number is correct. We'll go ahead and do an auto scan of all the control units and see what's going on here. Now we do have a battery voltage of 10.9 volts, so we may have some low voltage fault codes up here. All right, now after our scan test is done, it lists all of our control units with fault codes at the top. Let's go to our report. First, it lists how many fault codes were in this status report and which control units, and then it gives us our actual fault codes. So it looks like here, ABS brake switch circuit, that could trigger the light, but it looks like it is now passed. So it's nice that it generates this report and that we can save it, so that way we can come back to it, or we can give it as a printout to the owner if they would like it. But it looks like we may have an ABS switch issue. And now with our prop rod removed, we still have brake lights on. And another thing we'll do to go ahead and test this is, you can see on these actual values, brake pedal position signal applied. That's without my foot on the brake. So currently no foot on the brake pedal, and it still sees that it's applied. Got a bad brake switch. All right, so we were able to determine that this Chevy Silverado had a bad brake light switch. So we went ahead and got it out. This is the old one. You can see it right here. No more traction control light. Now that we've finished up taking a look at that Chevy truck and getting everything fixed, I've got my next appointment in here, and this is a 2017 Ford Explorer, and they're having some issues with the climate control. When they try to change the airflow between defrost, dash vents, and floor vents, they're not noticing any changes. It is constantly blowing out of the dash vents. So we're gonna take a look, we're gonna scan it and see what kind of fault codes we get. So here we've got our complete systems report. Looking at our HVAC system, we have 3 fault codes here, so let's go see what's going on. We've got multiple fault codes for air distribution damper motor, all B1086, either a 13 or a 7. So in this case, that B108607, that 07 represents a mechanical fault, and the 108613 represents an electrical fault. The -0A means that it is a current fault code. We've also got a fault code in here for the left front seat heating element. So we'll talk to them, see if the owner's interested in getting that repaired, but their main complaint is for this air distribution motor. And no matter what I do, no matter which one I select, it's always blowing out of these dash vents. So I'm gonna take a look underneath the dash and do a little bit of digging. More than likely, we've got a bad flap actuator motor. I will double check that. I'll find out where the position of the motor is. We may need to remove the dash to do it. I don't know, I need to look it up on this car, find out where these flap motors are at, and we'll go from there. All right, so after doing a little bit of homework and a little bit of checking around, it does seem to be a common occurrence for these vent actuator motors to fail. Now this one is a little bit tricky to do. It's actually located back behind the dash. But in the meantime, we'll get an estimate together for this owner and see if they want to go ahead and proceed with the rest of the work. Now there's plenty more work to do, plenty more content to come on this channel. And as always, I want to say thank you all very much for watching.